Hello, students. Welcome to the science class. In continuation of the chapter Changes Around Us, today we will discuss about the irreversible changes. Now, the change that is which cannot be reversed to form the original substance is called irreversible change. In my last day's class, probably you had remembered that is there are certain changes in the environment or our daily life which can be brought back to its original state. These are called reversible changes. But here we can see there is a change, but the change is permanent. That means once the change takes place, you cannot bring the substance back to its original form or original state. So, this is known as the irreversible change. Now, there are certain examples which can say the about irreversible change, that is formation of the curd from milk. This is a very common example, perhaps all of you know, that is the milk is being transformed into curd. That is when so curd, we can say it is a milk product, but when you get the card or when the card is transformed, in no other case you can convert it back to milk. Even the burning of fuel, maybe in the petrol pump you had seen the petrol or the diesel fuel has been used for the vehicles, and with the help of these fuels the vehicles run. Now after running, after going for some distance, if you think the fuel can be brought back to its original state, it cannot. Only thing is that fuel gets exhausted, again we have to refill. Similar example, we can say rusting of iron. That is, whenever there is a rusting of iron or any iron metal is rusted, we cannot convert the metal back to its original state. And also even the plaster of paris, they that is a substance, a chemical substance by which many things, new things are made. So if you put much water in the plaster of paris, ultimately these substances will form a certain material which cannot be brought back to its original state. So these all are included within the category of irreversible changes. Now, so we had seen there are certain examples of the reversible change. Similarly, we had seen there are certain examples which shows irreversible change. But here is few examples which can say that a same material can go reversible as well as irreversible changes. So the same material here can undergo the reversible and irreversible change under different set of conditions. How can you say that? Let's take some of the examples. So first we can take the paper. Take a paper. Now folding of a paper is definitely a reversible change. Why it is so? Because when you are taking the paper and you fold it according to your wish, but after some time the folding can be reversed. That means you can straighten the paper. If there is no cut, nothing, or burnt the paper after folding can be reversed back to its original state. But if we cut a paper into small pieces, suppose a single sheet or a single page is cut into many small pieces, then will you be able to combine those pieces to get back the exactly original sheet of paper? No. So here by example, by a very common example, we can say like in the picture it has been shown in the um, video, that is the folding of paper. Even if you fold it in many ways, in a diversified ways, in or wish, you can turn or you can get back these folded paper into the straight one if it is not permanently cut or burnt or any damages had been done. On the same time, if you see, there is a paper cutting. Now these paper cutting are made from a single paper. So with this paper cutting, even after lot of trial, we cannot get back the original paper. So folding of paper is a reversible change, cutting of paper is an irreversible change, but both are of same material, that is the paper. Another example we can take, that is the rolling a roti and baking a roti. Now, rolling a roti means first we make a ball of dough into a so that ball of dough or the dough can be made into a circular roti by using a rolling pin. Now, if the roti size has not been proper, shape has not been proper, we can again revert them back into original substance, that is the dough. We can again convert them into dough. Again, we can make the circular roti by using the rolling pin. So, the rolling of roti out of dough is a reversible change. Why it is reversible change? Because it can be reversed back. But when we bake the rolled out roti in a tawa, we get a baked roti. Now, after baking the roti or after getting the baked roti, we cannot change it into its original ball of dough. That is impossible. If the roti is it's extra, if there is no one to eat the roti, definitely we have to keep them. But if we think that we will convert the roti into original dough, it is absolutely impossible. It is not possible in any way. So here also we can see by an example, that is rolling a roti is an example of reversible change, but the baking of roti is an example of irreversible change. So, in today's discussion, we had learned about irreversible change. There are certain, we had learned examples of irreversible change, and at the same time, we had also learned that is a same matter can be used as reversible or irreversible change according to the condition or according to the different conditions. So we had seen that nothing, I mean, if you change the situation, a same matter can be used as reversible as well as irreversible. There are also some few more examples which I will discuss in the next class. Till then, all of you stay safe. Thank you.